Last weekend, Pastor Jim kicked off our new series, Owning It, by talking about discipline. And while he covered a ton in his message, which if you missed it, I invite you to listen to it on Meck's YouTube channel or the Meck App. Now, I'm not gonna get into the specific methods of discipline. There is so much debate these days on what is acceptable. Spanking or no spanking, timeouts, but for how long are those timeouts? Do you bribe to get the response or action desired? Is that even discipline? And so many things in between. Now, my one big takeaway from this week's message is that discipline is so important, whatever form it takes and when done from a place of love. There is no way that a child who receives no repercussions for their bad choices and who is left to their own devices would choose to do the right thing every time. If there are no consequences to their actions, then what is their motivation to stop making poor choices? Why not always do whatever they feel like doing? If there are no consequences, then why wouldn't they just cheat on their test or hit their sibling because they were frustrated, or steal something because they saw it and, well, they just wanted it, quite frankly? We all have to go through a period of learning the difference between right and wrong. And we all have to learn that there are consequences for those wrong behaviors. Now, I'm not saying this to try to scare you into owning the discipline of your child, but I firmly believe in this phrase that I've heard over and over again, and it still rings true. Small kids, small problems. Big kids, big problems. If you can make the choice to own it, if you are attentive to and correct the problems when your kids are little, you are a little bit less likely to have to correct those problems when they are all grown up. I know for sure, without a doubt now, that if I do one day become a dad, I will step up to own the discipline of my child because I will care too much about how they will grow up and what kind of big kids and eventual adults they'll become.